Chuck, one of the greatest players in Towson history. You're in the Hall of Fame. You kind of had a circuitous route to get to Towson, though. You didn't come right from high school.
No, I didn't. I was going to be. It was kind of. First of all, I was a Prop 48 kid. I was trying to get the grades to get there through that requirement, and ended up going to Maryland for a year because it was closer to home. I didn't have to. I was going to pay anyway, so it was closer to home. I didn't have to commute. I mean, I was able to commute, get my grades up for a year, got my average up, and attended Towson by the skin of my teeth because I had to take a summer school theater class, and I'll never forget. It was a streetcar named Desire. I had to do a report on it, and I literally did it 3 times. I finally went there with my mom to this Dr. Mearsman or whatever his name was. I was like, dude, I need to be in this class or I'm not going to go to Towson. He signs it, go to Towson.
There you go. So you end up at Towson, and they were a team that had been improving under Terry Truax. And when Kirk Lee came, that helped to put them over the hump. You, along with Kirk, I mean, you were a 2-time first-team All-ECC player. What was the feeling like when you got there, and did you guys know that you were really good?
They knew more than me because I was the late guy. I mean, after Kirk, Connell, and Kelly literally they were all transferring in and had already been there sitting out while I was at Maryland. So I'm at Maryland, they're sitting out, they're already, all of them transferred in, so they knew what they had. From Coach Truax getting those guys, I think it was some crazy stories how they met, but all of them came back home. They all knew each other. So they're sitting on, they're sitting at Towson on the bench, sitting out there redshirt year or whatever, waiting to play. And then all of a sudden, me and Coach Truax hook up, and then I'm, coming in. I was coming in to play with them and ended up having to sit out another year at Towson. So I sat out at Maryland. I sat out at Towson when they lost to Lehigh, I think it was, at Towson Center. Was it Lehigh?
Yes. At
Towson Center my redshirt year when I was, in the street clothes. So I can imagine if I could have played that year, I probably could have helped them out a little bit. But I think they knew. I was more of a surprise, Spiro, than anything else, to be honest. Coach Truax would be the first to admit that.
And then, you guys go to back-to-back NCAA tournaments. What was that feeling like when you guys were cutting down the nets the first time Towson as a Division I program had made it to the NCAAs?
I mean, it was crazy, man. It was a crazy time because we knew we were good, but we had never experienced anything like that before, so we didn't know if we were capable of doing it. We knew we got close. We knew we had the team to do it, but it says something. I mean, as the Clippers, you can have everything. You look good on paper, but you really got to cross that threshold and get that championship. And we thought we were playing well enough to do it. We had Kirk, we had Devin, we had a solid bench. So we basically went in there and got it done for the most part.
And then you play Oklahoma. You're a 16 seed. They're a number 1 seed. They're really the number 1 team in the country.
Mm-hmm.
Hung with them, and what I remember distinctly was your slam dunk that got called for a technical for hanging on the rim.
The Phantom Tech, yeah, ridiculous. I mean, did they even count the basket? They waved the basket away.
I don't know.
I think it was a charge, not her hanging on the rim. Kirk got the hanging on the rim. Kirk Lee tried to dunk in that game. And he always tried to dunk in practice with 2 hands and never could do it. So he tried to dunk in the game, and he misses on the back of the backboard, bounces away, and he hangs on the rim. Mine was I just dunked on this guy who was standing under the basket, and they called a tech, waved it away. I mean, called a charge they waved it away, and Coach Truax gets a tech for arguing the call and gives us the wink. the famous wink, you know, the pull up the pants wink, like I did that on purpose to get us fired up. He was a character, man. He was really a character. He just had all the nooks and crannies of that veteran coach that came up with Dean, under Dean, and all those guys. So it was pretty crazy. But, yeah, Kurt was hanging on. I think he has a Washington Post or Baltimore Sun picture with him grabbing on the rim with the ball bouncing away. Yeah, but I did not miss the dunk attempt.
Hey, hon, I'm gonna order some pizza for the kids.
Or order Subway. We ate foot-long subs all the time growing up.
They ate it so much, Dad opened one up in the shed.
What's in the turkey breast?
Turkey breast.
Interesting. What's in the Italian BMT?
You come here every day.
Good food that's good for you? Well, good for you. Now get a free footlong when you buy two. And order ahead for quick and easy pickup. Because it's footlong season.
And then the next year, Ohio State, another game that you guys hung and everybody that you really were a good basketball team.
Yeah. Now that one, we went into it thinking that we could get these guys. I mean, we knew we were playing good at the time. You know, we came into it on a high note. We had stuck with some good teams that year. You know, Syracuse, I think we played that year. So we knew we were capable, even though we were playing in their backyard, literally. So we hung with them as much as they could, and they had a monster team. Treg Lee, you know, obviously the All-American, what's his guy's name I see every day on Fox. Jimmy, was it Jimmy? Oh my God, I got
Mike also.
I got the Chevrolet's most valuable player with right here with him. Took pictures. Jimmy Jackson. Is it Jimmy Jackson?
There you go. Yes, it was
Jim Jackson. He still does television, sports television. He was a 15-year guy, different teams. Yeah, man, that was a good one. That was a real good one in Dayton.
And then your senior year, the conference had lost its automatic bid, and you guys were great that year too, even though Devin had broken his arm the first game of the season.
Yep.
Out of Carolina, almost beat the Tar Heels at the Dean Dome. It was another really, really good year, and you just breezed right through the East Coast Conference. But unfortunately, no automatic bid, and I'm sure that had to leave kind of a taste in your mouth.
Man, it kind of still does, to be honest with you. I never forget that ride home from UMBC back to Towson.
You had crushed Hofstra in the championship.
Right. You know, it's like, dude, we're supposed to be celebrating. We're supposed to be, you know, getting ready to go to the tournament and it didn't dawn on us all year that they'd taken it away until we win it. And we had no plan. This is before the playing games. I mean, I don't know how Towson was as far as trying to figure out how – that was an early time. You know, they took the bid away and there was nothing you could do. You know, and it was what it was. Such is life. We had a good time.
Well, I mean, you got to look back and say it was a great 3 years of playing, 1,300 points, and, again, two-time first-team All-ECC. I know you look back fondly, and we see you at Towson games all the time, so you're still connected.
Oh, yeah. Still coaching, still playing, jump shots still pure. And that's what I tell my son. I'm like, buddy, listen, you're going to miss a lot more than you make all the time. But when you start making them, you don't even think about the misses. You know what I mean? You don't think about the misses. You only think about the makes.
And you're still in great playing shape, which, you know, for an old guy like you, that's pretty impressive.
I'm getting up there, man. I just turned 52 September 18th. My wife is a month and a few days younger than me, and she lets me hear it every time. So
well, Chuck,
it
was great visiting with you. We appreciate it. Look back on your years fondly, and again, a Towson Hall of Famer, and it was part of both of the NCAA teams. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.